Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Pablo and I'm be teaching you today how to start your online business. So in this class, we're gonna be going over pretty much finding the right domain name and also finding the right branding to your product. What we're gonna be doing today, I picked to create something of a company. So this is a fake company, of course, but I wanted to do something colorful. And it's gonna be related to high heels. So those are women's shoes.
High heels.
So the first thing that we need to do, from my experience, is to literally look up the competitors or companies that you actually wanna be involved with in the area. So in this case, we're gonna type in Google high heels. And then we're gonna see a lot of options, as you can see on top. This is gonna be the shopping list. This is gonna be your ads. If you see my little mouse are moving. Google already is gonna showcase the first row of advertising companies. So this is everything pay advertising. These companies already have a Google shopping account. And this is a separate account from what we're used to seeing on Google. Whenever we Google something, we see sometimes a phone number, or sometimes we see a link. This is actually a picture, and this is what we call a shopping advertising from Google itself. However, at the bottom, you're actually gonna see companies. So, excuse me, in this case, it's gonna be Macy's. In the second row, it's gonna be Nordstrom. And then you're gonna also see popular products. These are not gonna be advertised products, but this is gonna be coming from the Google shopping platform itself. So Google has a e-commerce platform built in Google, similar to what Amazon is and similar to what Shopify is. So in this case, you know, we see the big companies, Neiman Marcus, Sarah Flint, Neiman Marcus again, Macy's. So I wanted to do something cool. If you notice, all their shoes right here are kind of like dark, white, black again, color. So then I was thinking, if you're gonna start a company or you wanna start a brand, it's better to make it very disruptive. So you don't want to make something similar, especially because you're gonna go against the big names, and you know, most people just don't have the budget to compete with huge companies when you first start your company in e-commerce. So in this case, I came up with an idea, and like everything, you know, starts with an idea. So this idea came out today to me when I was getting prepared for this masterclass. And I came up with a name. I'm going to show you right here very quick. I'm going to move you to to the website itself. It's going to be Hell Yeah or Heel Yeah. This domain was not taken, so we was able to purchase it. So the idea is, you know, you heard this line saying Hell Yeah. So this one's going to be Heel Yeah. So it already has the impact of being unique and also clever. Because you're used to those words. So this is actually, I'm showcasing right here how the website actually looked at the end, but I'm gonna go through how you actually can make it look like this. It doesn't take that long to do this, so much time, but you have to focus and you actually have to come out with an amazing name. Like, I mean, I showed this name to all my coworkers here and they actually loved it. But it takes time to come up with something like this, and that's okay. You have to take time whenever you're actually gonna start your business, because you're gonna put a lot of effort, you're gonna put time, and you're also gonna put a lot of money behind it. Give me 1 second.
So yeah,
right here. Stuff.
So
okay, so the first thing that we need to do is, let me just show this again. We need to go to GoDaddy. In this case, I'm gonna be using GoDaddy to show you guys how to get a domain name. If you guys don't know what GoDaddy is a platform where you actually can get domains. You have other services like HostGator or Bluehost. GoDaddy, I'm using it because most people know GoDaddy from all the commercials that we have. It is important to actually get a domain name first when you have your business idea, because you can actually trademark it. If you don't have a product that is, in this case, my product, it's going to be Heel Yeah, but the domain is taken, then I'm going to get hurt on the search on Google. So whenever someone is actually going to start searching for your company name, if Heel Yeah, it's already taken as a domain name, then you're going to have to extend it. And utilizing that potential that you have 2 keywords on the domain name itself. It's actually very important for Google ad ranking. Whenever you extend a domain into 3 keywords, it's only gonna hurt you. So whatever the domain actually has 1 keyword, it's the best. 2 keywords, it's also good. Anything more than 2 keywords, it's a no-no. So Shopify.com, you will have the pricing. You can create the start free trial mode right here. That was something that I was mentioning earlier. They give you 14 days free trial. It showcases everything that you can actually create here. So you get an idea from any product that you have. It could be lotions, it could be shoes, it could be apparel, it could be even digital products itself too. Like creative artists that they create digital content like NFTs in the sense you can actually sell it here. So it also comes complete with the entire package of analytics. So you can also run reports. You can connect it with your QuickBooks if you want to do taxes at the end of the year for your company. If you don't have any other service to use, Shopify will provide that for you as a third-party plugin. Shopify also has the biggest plugin platform for e-commerce. And what that means is that it's very efficient, so you don't have to lose time trying to figure it out how to make your store pop. They have a lot of third parties, companies involved in the growth of Shopify. So that will make everything much easier on you and also will be much better at the end of the day when the store is complete. Okay, so in this case, you get the picture right here. This is the Shopify. So the store again is shopify.com. Once you create your account, it's gonna take you to a place like this. So our name of the account is gonna be Hell Yeah. On the left menu, on the left menu right here, you have the home, orders, products, customers, finance, analytics, marketing, discounts, and apps. The apps, this is the app store that I was mentioning earlier. This is where you're able to connect to third parties, companies. And just an example of what that means is that, let's say that you want to upload a video, but you don't have, the template doesn't hold the video. And what is the template? The template is actually kind of like a book. Think about it like a book, but this is going to be digital. It's something that people are actually going to be able to read it. So people are going to be able to actually see it. It's a storefront. If you have a physical location now, if you have a physical store, the template will be your online store in that case. So you will have to make it pop, just like how you want to organize your store and put the signs. The template will do the same thing. You want to have banners, you want to have pictures, you want to have your product showcasing, but everything has to pop. So on the left menu right here, this is where Shopify is introducing all the tools. In this case, we want to go straight to online store. Once you have the domain already selected on GoDaddy, you can connect it here through the third-party application. And that's something that I was mentioning, that it makes everything much easier. However, you have the option to also buy the domain through Shopify itself. So you don't have to really use GoDaddy if you don't want to. The reason why you want to use GoDaddy is in case that you want to migrate your platform to another platform in the future. So for example, let's say that you want to move from Shopify and you want to go to WordPress. If you buy the domain through Shopify, it's going to be a little bit much harder for you to move that domain out of Shopify. So I always recommend to buy it through GoDaddy because it's a third party. And you can actually utilize those domains whatever you want to, whatever e-commerce platform you choose. So that way you don't have to be stuck with the same platform. That's just my opinion, and something from my own experience is what I always recommend. I've seen a lot of past customers where they bought the domain in one store, one platform like Shopify, and the only problem is that whenever they want to migrate to another platform, they have a lot of difficulties to do that. So again, stick to GoDaddy or another service that you like, but just don't buy your domains on the platform itself. Google AdWords, it's literally a place where you can actually advertise your product. It's not free. On Google AdWords, you have to pay for your ads. It's free to install it and actually create an account, but it's not free to advertise or to push those ads. You have to pay for it. So I'm gonna show you once you go here and you actually start now and you create the account, it's gonna look like this. This is gonna be the account that you're gonna be able to see. In this case, I was able to create a quick ad based on the company. So I'll show you right here. Very cool. How's it looking at the end? I didn't finish because I was actually getting ready to do this masterclass. But you need to pay attention strongly to this resource that Google is putting for you. And what that is you have to fulfill what Google is telling you to fulfill. Right now I have an average ad strength, and ad strength, it's literally like how I was mentioning how Google measures SEO. Google also measures advertising. So you have to complete this pattern into blue. Average is not bad. You can still be able to run these ads, but the ideal is to go all the way in 100% where it says good or excellent. In this case, let me just recreate this very quick for you guys. Let me just create here a campaign very quick. You will create a new campaign on AdWords. So you will create right here. You will literally select new campaign. Under new campaign, you will have these options. You have sales, leads, website traffic, product and brand consideration, brand awareness and reach, app promotion, local store and promotions, or create a customized campaign itself. This is where it gets tricky. And this is where you have to really have a goal and a plan for your product. Where is it gonna go? Where is it gonna be? Who is gonna buy it? Who's the audience? What's the retention that you wanna have? In this case, since I'm gonna sell shoes, the most common sense solution will be to go to sales. However, you wanna do something else before that. In this case, it's gonna be brand awareness. So before your brand is being pushed to be sold, you need to create noise. If no one is gonna find you. And if those that find you will not even recognize who you are or what the brand is because they never heard of it before. And that's what's so important to the full name, like Hell Yeah. Because we're going against companies that they've been in the business for years and they have millions of dollars budgets. So how do you compete with that? Well, you compete with, in a way, emotions. You compete with, utilizing something clever, spin it, and put it as a product that people feel like, okay, you know what, that's funny. I like the idea. I believe in the brand. That's important to know, guys, because you need to really understand about brand awareness. Brand awareness is something that doesn't give you the results right away, but it's something that every company and every brand needs to have to still be alive if they want to compete in this business. So I'm going to do sales, which is going to be quicker. So on sales, I don't know if you guys noticed, you have the shopping shoes on the top. Those were the sales that I was mentioning, that Google has the place where you can actually do shopping straight from the Google platform. You don't have to go to Amazon.com. You don't have to go to Walmart. Google itself has that option where you can showcase your products and sell it straight from Google itself. So let me start from the left all the way to the right. Search campaign. This is a search that we do every day when you go to google.com. This is something that we utilize most of the time. It's something, if you're looking for a service, you put, I don't know, I want donuts near me, or the best donuts in Los Angeles. This is what we call search. People that are searching online. Display, this is something that it will showcase on websites or applications or apps. They're little banners like the ones that I show you on the website that they can actually be showing to people wherever they are, including any website. It could be Fox News, it could be CNN, it could be TMZ, it could be anything, you name it. Shopping, this is where I was showcasing earlier, how you have those products on the top and you don't need, people don't find this on display. They're actually gonna find on search, but it's under shopping only. So this is a total different element that I also don't have the time to go through, unfortunately, but we're gonna have definitely a masterclass about this so we can actually dive deeper. Then you have video. Video, it's the most important thing to have if you're gonna advertise your product. Video, it's growing. Video is literally the present and the future. If your company doesn't have videos, if you're not doing video to market your brand, you are going against the odds. Literally, you are going against the odds. You need some type of video to be promoted. It doesn't have to be on Google. It can be on Facebook, it can be on Instagram if you like, or even TikTok. But you have to have video to promote your product. Then you have smart campaigns and discovery campaigns. Smart campaigns, these are more simple campaigns. This is the stuff that you just tell Google, you know what, I have this product, I'm selling flowers or I'm selling shoes. In this case, I want to sell my shoe. You tell Google, this is how much I want to spend, and this is my product. Google then will utilize machine learning. It's the computer processing that they use to advertise. However, there's a problem with the smart campaigns. I seen it for myself. I know that if I talk to a lot of even friends that I have working at Google, they tell me that is the worst campaign option that you can choose, because there's a lot of people that they cannot track what Google is doing. So you want to make sure what's happening with your money. You want to actually be able to track conversions. You want to be able to track how many people came to my store. Smart Campaign gives you a lot of limitations, so you're not able to actually grab enough information. And when it comes to analytics, when it comes to AdWords, you want to get information. So let's say, for example, that I spent $1,000 last month to showcase and sell my product. So I was able to create a brand awareness campaign, and I know that I was not going to get any conversions because I don't see brand awareness as something I'm going to sell today or tomorrow. I'm just generating search and hype for my product. But then I also created a search campaign simultaneously. However, if I was able to choose just Smart and let Google do everything on its own, it's the worst thing you can do, because Google then will literally do whatever it wants to do with it. Google literally will not have limits, and it will use your budget like crazy, and you will not have any conversions. You will not have even a single sale. That can happen. So you also want to stick to much more models in terms of control, and anything besides Smart and Discovery are those options. You're still gonna use Google's brain. You're still gonna use Google algorithm and machine learning, but you're gonna have much more control. The only problem with this is that it takes time. It's gonna take a lot of time for you guys to understand this, and it takes a lot of time for you guys to analyze what's the best route. So remember, I mentioned that brand awareness should be the first one, and then you can actually go to sales. Now, there's many ways to do brand awareness. Brand awareness could be done in display ads right here, and it can also be just in video. You can have a video that it functions as brand awareness. And what's the difference between search and brand awareness? Brand awareness is just that. It's creating awareness of your brand, and it can be done anywhere else in any platform. Search is only gonna be for people that are searching for that element. It's either for, remember, I'm selling high heels, so if I type high heels, my ad will most likely show up. So you can actually put your own brand on someone else's brand, but they just call it white label because that's what they do. They create something, they don't wanna take the whole thing for themselves. Now they want you to do it for them. But you can put your label, you can spin it, you can market it, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so now we have to go, guys. So thank you so much for being here with me today. And I'm sorry that I was not able to give you everything. As you can see, Google is huge. So yes, thank you again. Bye.